gave it back.
Oh, he gave it back. Yep. This is the 11th match, right? 11 match. For our 11th match of the night in the brown belt gi division, we have your winner, CJ White from Gracie Barra, and he won with the bow and arrow choke. Congratulations, CJ.
Thank you.
Tell us about your experience throughout the day tonight.
It's always awesome here. This is my second time fighting on this card. Egyptian theater, everybody's really nice, really awesome atmosphere. All the competitors are super tough. Yeah, I love this place.
Great. So, how were your feelings coming in? How's the warm up go? What do you usually do before competition?
I lay low, so usually I teach multiple times per day at our school in Caldwell. So I had some other students run the classes, and I just kind of hung low and watched from the sidelines. Didn't do very much rolling or anything. Just stayed close to my family and brought my family here with me to the weigh-ins. Yeah, I surround myself with my family and I keep them around me. Yep.
Awesome. Okay, so before we get more into the match, let's get to know you a little bit. How'd you find out about jiu-jitsu and what made you start training?
I started training when my professor, Garrett Glava, brought jiu-jitsu to the town that I lived in. And it was convenient. Finally, it wasn't too far of a drive. The things I always say is if I would have known that I love it as much as I do now, I would have driven the extra 30 minutes a long time ago. Your only regret is you don't start sooner. So I'm just grateful that he opened one 20, 30 minutes from my house, and that's how I started. Yeah.
Right. The time is always now, right? That's what they say.
Yeah.
What's your favorite part about training?
I love the fact that it's exercise and you don't realize it, and then you're building people up mentally, physically. You help people in so many different ways, whether it's with addiction, depression, anxiety. So it's not just about trying to get better at jiu-jitsu, but if you're living the jiu-jitsu lifestyle, it's about getting better every day as a person, and ultimately your jiu-jitsu just gets good because of it.
How do you think jiu-jitsu kind of helps people with that type of stuff?
Well, because I think naturally a lot of people might have addictive personalities, and if they find something they love, then they can kick something for something else. If they like to go into dark places because of depression, then they have an army of people that call and check on them and pull them out before it gets too deep. And we have a few of those types of people at our school, and we'll go to their house and knock on their doorstep and drag them back out if they disappear too long.
That's awesome. And then this can be on the mats, off the mats. What are some dreams or aspirations that you have?
What's hitting me big right now is the kids program that I teach. If I can make a difference in their lives, find something that they like to do to keep them out of trouble, give them a path to go down. Even if it's not something that they do full time, it'll be something that'll protect themselves and build a lot of great characteristics within them. So the kids program is the biggest thing for me.
That's awesome. And a lot of confidence too, I'm sure. Besides being at the gym, what else can we find you doing outside?
That's about it. I have a mountain bike, but I haven't been riding it very much. That's a goal of mine, is to start riding that mountain bike a lot more. But pretty much it's just family and jiu-jitsu.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing. Let's get into tonight. What made you want to compete again here with us?
I want to be the best that I can be, and I know that I need to test myself against everybody as often as possible. Every time I get into a new belt, I want to compete right away. I've been in the brown belt for about a year now, and at some point black belt will come. I hope not anytime soon. I just want to make myself get better and better so I can stay at the top of the game as I grow into this old body of mine.
So I know some people, are hesitant to compete, or they have some fear come up and about winning, or a lot of thoughts. What would you say to people that it's just because of fear or something like that?
Yeah, fear is a big one. It doesn't matter if you win or lose. Master Carlos Gracie Jr. likes to say, you either win or you learn. So if you lose a lot, in my opinion, there's a lot of learning opportunities. And I never fear guys with like winning records. I fear the guys that lose a bunch but keep competing. If you can train people at a young age to be happy with competing as opposed to winning, their game will change and they'll be a lot better off in life. Something that I heard recently from a good wrestling coach was the feeling that you get, like you can be in the bullpen and then you learn that your opponent didn't make weight or they got hurt, and then you get like a happy feeling inside, like, yes, I get to move on, I won. If you have that feeling, that's the wrong feeling. You should be upset that you didn't get the opportunity to compete against that person. So I try to teach myself and everybody around me that it's just about the competition. It's not about winning or losing. If you can correct something, if you can find great opportunities even in a bad match, you can grow from it. So maybe you went longer before you got submitted. Maybe you actually scored points this time. Maybe you didn't get submitted this time. Those are all wins.
Yeah, it's a lot about perspective and just loving the game. So how did you train and prepare for this match?
I trained really hard. Gracie, Baja, Boise, Garden City. That's usually where I go for my hard training. Our school in Caldwell has only been open 2 years. So I get 80% of my training there with my team that's growing, which is perfect. And then I go to Garden City for the hard training, which I only need maybe 10 rounds once a week. But Professor Ray, Professor Scott, Professor Beto, Professor Phil, all the guys at Garden City that go there on Fridays to help me prepare. Chris, he just fought on this card. A bunch of tough guys in the Valley. We meet up at the same place and we get after it.
Awesome. Okay, so for fun, we're going to play a game. I'm going to say a word, and then you're going to tell me the first word that comes to your mind. Okay? Jiu-jitsu.
Passion.
Finish.
Every time.
Lock.
Lock.
Gi.
I love it.
Coach.
Strive to be better.
Pressure.
That's my game.
Fun.
Always.
Position.
Top.
Nogi.
Okay.
Food.
Mexican food.
Travel.
As often as possible.
And love.
My family.
Thanks for playing with me. How are you going to celebrate?
We're going to hang out with the team. We're going to go, I'm not sure where we're going yet, but we're going to go together and celebrate. And I'll take tomorrow off and then right back to work, right back to class.
Awesome. Well, congratulations on your win tonight, and we look forward to seeing what you do next.
Thank you.
Good to meet you.